What's up, everyone? Welcome to my adventures in Dead Synchronicity. Tomorrow Comes Today. This is a point-and-click adventure game. It was a Kickstarter project that was successfully funded back in April, I think. I just found out about it, though. There's this Slacker-backer PayPal pledge set up, so I'll still include the link to the Kickstarter in the description. Plus, there's some cool stuff on there. You can follow the development on there. This is a proof-of-concept alpha demo type of deal. What grabbed me about it when I saw it, though, is that it has this incredible art style. And all I know about it, aside from the art that I've seen, is that it's supposed to be very dark and violent in tone. And to put that into perspective, I saw a lot of Tokyo flash up on the screen. Is that where this takes place? To put that into perspective, what I just said about the tone, one of the games that inspired this one, that the devs are taking inspiration from, is the old adventure game adaptation of Harlan Ellison's I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. Is he gonna get better? Let him rest. So, some sort of nuclear explosion happens. We've refugee camps, soldiers, someone watching over us, taking care of us. Martial law has been imposed, from what I just heard. So this game takes place in some sort of post-apocalyptic dystopian future. I know very little about the details of the game, aside from it's a point-and-click adventure game, very dark, violent themes, striking art style, which is what I want to see the most of. I want to see if that's just concept art or not. Yeah, who are you?
Please, Michael, wake up.
This voice is coming through in this kind of like muffled, distorted static. Silence, darkness, where am I? A Linkin Park album? Where are you hiding?
Please, Michael, wake up.
Is this all gonna be voice acted?
Wake up.
Michael. That's my name. I can't remember anything. What's going on? What is this place? Please answer me.
Wake up, Michael. Please wake up. Wake up now.
Alright, Miss Spooky Disembodied Voice, that's not really helping. I have to wake up. So, have I been in a coma? Is that what's going on here? Is the voice the woman who was next to that guy who was watching over me? Oh, it's one of these. So I have a briefcase and there's a kerosene lantern I can turn on over here. This reminds me a little bit of a couple of rooms in Maniac Mansion where you enter and it's just stark black until you find a light switch that's like 5 pixels big. Oh, hey, it's the guy who's watching over me. Good morning, sir. I hope you're feeling better. I love this art style. This is why I wanted... This is really why I wanted to see in action. You don't look half bad. Probably look better. Probably seen better days. Okay, yeah, who are you? I feel like I'm some sort of government experiment or something. Like they're holding me here. I have amnesia, clearly. Rod Atkinson, Secretary of the Land Registry Office. No, I don't know. Clearly I have amnesia, sir. I hate the amnesia cliche, but at the same time, it's like an effective vehicle for, making the player character a vessel for the player, because they're both, in that case, fish out of water. Yeah, where am I? What is this place? You, sir, are in what I would dare say is our home. What is it, actually? Temporary home. We're lucky to be living under this particular roof. And yeah, it is a refugee camp. So have we been invaded? Some sort of hellhole? Ouch. Yeah, this is definitely a post-apocalyptic... Temporary victim protection camp, they called it. Once the army took control after the disaster... What disaster? And which army? How widespread is this? You know, when I'm asking these questions myself, the game is a good hook. It's got its hooks in me, definitely. Think we owe you an explanation after what we've done to you. The Great Wave, what is that? The situation was critical, we couldn't leave you. Why? Why couldn't they leave me? Someone was stealing my luggage and documents. Why couldn't they leave me? Why am I special? Am I special? It seems like that's the case. That's the vibe I get from this. The Great Wave, what are you talking? Yeah, that's a good question. What is the Great Wave? It sounds like a tsunami, but yeah, and no, an explosion. The origin of this filthy new... I thought that's that New World Order. Okay. No, I really don't remember. Rod? Feel a little weak and dizzy. Well, that's understandable, Michael. You seem to have been in a coma for a bit. You seem to have had a bit of a coma. Any event, there's nothing pleasant to remember about recent developments. Believe me. So, aside from a bomb going off, what else happened? Because there's no way that was an ordinary nuke unless the entire planet was bathed in nuclear fire, unless it was an all-out nuclear holocaust that pretty much set everyone back to the Stone Age. Because there's no way it's just this one camp cut off from the outside world and being sent back to the Middle Ages. There's something more going on than just a big nuclear explosion. Colin. Colin's our... yeah, the son. Must confess that Colin is the reason my wife and I are still here fighting in this new world. So Colin's gonna die. And that's gonna drive Rod over the edge. Can't tell if Rod's sincere or not yet. I'm assuming he actually is. But there's gonna be some sort of twist with him. Why am I already trying to been born again? That's an interesting way to phrase that. Being alive is practically a luxury these days. So how much of the population of the planet has been wiped out by this great wave? I gather from what you've said that you've saved my life. I'm very grateful. Moral obligation to preserve the ethics and principles of mankind. That is a strong, strong ideal. What kind of future are we giving him if nobody cares for each other? Yeah, so his son seems to be the key factor in keeping his moral compass in true north. So clearly something's gonna screw with that compass and send him over the edge. I'm just thinking in terms of tropes right now, but... I heard screaming from the other room, and he has something he has to go take care of. What? That was a boy's voice. That's Colin moaning. That's gotta be Colin. It's gotta be Taz! You're feeling better, you could try getting some air and take a walk around. Be careful. The world we used to know has completely disappeared. Don't touch anything, talk to anyone, or meddle in anyone's affairs. So basically, don't do anything while you're outside. The new world which the Great Wave left behind. Yeah, like, this is a completely earth-changing event. This isn't some isolated nuke going off somewhere. Alright. There are more in the old wardrobe. Alright. Oh, I just noticed I'm barefoot, I think. No, wait, am I? Yeah, that's my purple skin tone. My name is Michael, I think. Yeah, Michael. Pleased to meet you, Michael. He seems like such a strong idealist that, like, his ideals are gonna be his undoing. Yeah, that ghostly voice. What, was that his wife? I don't think so. I kind of don't like that this is all, all the dialogue cycles out at a fixed interval. It'd be good to take it. Oh, look. I wish you could at least, actually, can you? Is that an option? No, I can't. Totally can't. Yeah, I was gonna ask, maybe you could change how fast the text stays on screen. Crumpled sheet? We can interact with that. Did the sheet tear? Yeah. There's, spring sticking out of the box spring. The mattress resting on it's really some of the brackets springs are bent in half. Formed a pretty sharp protuberance. Okay, I can't do anything with it. Interact with all this stuff. It's the bed where I lied recovering this whole time. Anything else? Can go out, the wardrobe. It's a photo. It's a photograph of that frame stuck right onto the wall of the room. 2 adults and a boy are smiling for the camera in what looks like a really big yard. One of them is Rod. So this is Rod's family I guess this is Rod's trailer, and he's just giving a room to Michael while he recovers, while he's nursed back to health. Kerosene lantern? I'm not gonna put the lamp out. It's spooky enough with the light on. The silence now really illustrates a stark contrast between, like, the tone of the game through the art style and the music that was playing just now. It's a really odd music choice. Let's see. I'm gonna examine the wardrobe first. It's funny, my reflection is fragmented in the broken mirror on the door. Like a photo that's been torn up and taped back together. Why is that funny? Broken glass tends to do that. It's locked? My host forgot to open it. Why is the wardrobe locked? Who locks a wardrobe? Oh. I can grab a pot lid. Can I do anything with that? Actually, wait, before I do that, can I go anywhere? That's locked. I can hear someone murmuring on the other side. Same one he decided to lock with a bolt from inside. Kitchen stuff? A stack of plates, pans, and silverware. Nothing important. Smell of old dried up food fills the room. Okay. What about the pot lid? Round metallic, this object must have been used to cover a large pot. In fact, it's still got a little food stuck to it. Great! Can I use it on anything in here? Just click everything in the environment, see what happens. That's not gonna get me into the wardrobe. Oh, what about covering this sharp thing sticking out before I scratch myself? Screeching sound of the broken springs against metal would destroy my nerves. Okay. Yeah, let's head outside and see what the camp is like. What's going on out there? Oh my god, I love this. What? Cutscene. I was gonna say, I love this art style and I want more of it. Like, I'm hooked on the story, but damn, I like that art style. What the fuck is going on with this music, though? It is... What the fuck? This music is too much. Who are you? What is happening all of a sudden? Cleaning brigades? Is that some sort of euphemism for, like... Hank, but everyone calls me the Hunter. Like, this music makes me, like, half expect Shaft to bust into town. This goddamn shantytown, take a sick woman to dissolve. So I guess dissolved is like a euphemism for sick, some sick person? She's one of the camp moles? Or a relative? Brigades, mole, holy shit. Blankhead, we're getting a lot of euphemisms and jargon all of a sudden. Okay, so we have cleaning, I'll wait for him to explain all this. I think he's about to. How fast it runs, or where it's hiding. Okay. Grizzled hard ass. This music is too much. Don't take her. Who are you? Oh, one of the camp moles. Holy shit! Oh my god, they shot him. The cleaning brigades are cleaning up. Okay, so we have blank head, which means maybe the amnesia is a more common thing than I thought. The dissolved are some sort of sick people, and the cleaning brigade are there to clean up after them. Shopping cart bursting with plastic bags. Homeless man won't take his eyes off it. Well, he's facing the opposite direction, though. Anything in there? Don't even think about touching that cart. Stay away from my things or I swear I'll rip your guts out with my bare hands. We also had, camp moles, who are apparently pretty important. Sounds like spies? What are they spying? What the hell is going on? Whoa, it's a vision of the camp totally desolate and the trailer destroyed. What was that all about? Is this all some sort of hallucination going on inside, like, Michael's head? Or these, like, the hallucinations caused by the last synapses firing of a dying man or something along those lines? What the fuck is going on here? It's a lump of iron that used to rust and neglect have sealed it off completely. Alright, so I'm assuming it's not going to budge since it's sealed off. Hinges have gotten rusty and deformed with time. Not going to be able to open this door with my hands. Maybe I can shim it or pry it open. It's a good idea to use as a hubcap. Yeah, doesn't even have tires. Okay, so guess I'll come back for the door later after I've figured some shit out. What about the homeless guy? Can we talk to him? What? See a lone blood trail. Oh, broken glass. Cut my foot open on it. Oh no, it's a rusty piece of iron, but there's nails and broken glass and shit strewn all over. Alright, so there's probably shoes in the wardrobe. Are you gonna help me open that up? Yeah, I am the guy Rod's been taking care of. How do you know him? Everyone in the camp knows Rod. I go out drinking with him on Fridays. Right after work. Very grateful to him. Can I ask you a couple of questions, though? Oh, wow, that's a lot of exposition about to happen. What is the Great Wave? A giant explosion, but what in the hell it actually is? Can you really... No, I've been in a bit of a coma, friend. Maybe you want to tell me what this is all about? It's the reason we're locked up in this place. The reason the whole world went to shit. So... did someone drop a bomb on us and then come in, invade, and declare martial law? Whoever us is? I saw a lot of Tokyo in that opening montage. I've been out warning on a Friday afternoon. I remember it perfectly because I was getting out of an important meeting. Just made a load of money. It was a big deal. Yes, sir. Very, very big deal. You liar. Felt the floor shake as if a volcano was going to break out of the asphalt. Then the explosions came. Broken glass, thousands dead, rotting in the streets. Damn great wave sent us all back to the Middle Ages. Really? Really? In a matter of hours, we ended up without electricity, without water, without any form of communication. Our old sturdy system just barely held up for a couple of weeks. Yeah, this is way, way more than just a simple nuke going off. There's way more to this. Welcome to the future. No, can't say I did imagine it like this. The refugee camp. I always found that name funny. Why is that? You sound like a dog growling. Does this look like a shelter? I mean, it looks like a shantytown. This is a military jail. It sounds like he's maybe espousing conspiracy theories. They're probably right. Not to mention, you don't know anybody in here or out. It doesn't matter who you might have been before the old world collapsed. Okay, maybe there is something to his, I'm an old grizzled Wall Street guy. Or whatever. Old grizzled businessman. Near my things near a dead man. Yeah, what about the cleaning brigade and the dissolved and all that shit? It seems like a euphemism for, like, this New World Order Gestapo kind of group. There's a pact of silence. No one likes to see their own in those ambulances. But in this case, the dissolved was a relative of one of the camp moles. Okay, so the moles are just spying to check on the sick, the dissolved? But people keep the dissolved a secret because fuck the man. And no one wants to see them ride away. So the dissolved have something to do with the Great Wave, I'm assuming. Great Wave, some sort of vermin or real plague. If you see a dissolved, run like the devil. Monsters? They don't infect you with that lethal disease or drive you mad with their trances. Oh, okay. Yeah, what exactly is that? It just sounds like a spy. Is there something more to it? Yeah, just a spy. The military's interested in controlling things from inside the camp, so they pay some of its residents a salary in exchange for information about any Oh, okay. Yeah, and who gets sick? What do they want with the sick? Are they just disposing of them immediately, or... Never trust a mole, because the guy who they shot was just objecting to them taking the dissolved away, because it was a relative. Yeah, rip my guts out. That whole routine's gonna get old. They say he's a good guy, too good for the times. Did you know that before coming here, he was a big shot? Yeah, stupid idealist. It's one of those Samaritans who thinks he can save everybody. He's already helped a lot of people in camp, but I think he could end up having problems. I'm afraid he's too weak for the times. Yeah, I think we both have, Little Colin, you haven't seen him running around. Again, bit of a coma happened. Was dealing with that particular medical issue. Did you threaten little Colin that you'll rip out his guts if he just pokes into your cart? Keep away from my shit. Will do. What about the burning barrel? Someone made a fire. It smells like burning plastic and garbage. Okay. Can I do anything else? Guy seems a bit off. Oh, yeah, well... Post-apocalyptic, war, prison, refugee camp, hybrid, it will do that to you, plus horrible disease. Ooh, I can wait. I can go a little bit. Wouldn't get far with my foot in this state. I think it'd be best to head back to the trailer and try to do something about this wound. I forgot about that, actually. Doesn't look so good. Okay, so let's head back in. I didn't see anything in here before that I could do, though. Maybe there's something new in here now? Maybe Rod came in and unlocked the wardrobe? Nope. Alright, so, anything change in here? Not that I can see. Maybe I can use the torn bedsheet as bandage? I can't click it. Nope. Alright. What about... Shit, what am I doing out here? What am I doing at all? I have to find a way to bandage my foot. Or do something about it. So he made a comment about not walking around barefoot, so I'm assuming I need to get into the wardrobe. I don't know how to do that. Also, wait, did he fall asleep? Maybe now that he's sleeping I can get in the shopping cart? No. No. He wasn't asleep. Yeah, gets out with his bare hands, blah blah blah. Shit, so what can I do? Can I use the lid on that? Can I hit him with the lid? No. I'm afraid there's already too much junk. Can't add it. Oh, wait a minute. Does that work? Could've sworn the lid was the right size for the barrel. Yeah! Just accident your way into the solutions. That's how adventure games work. Am I gonna knock him out or asphyxiate him with a little bit of smoke coming out of the hole in the can? No, I'm probably... Oh no, I'm just gonna distract him. That's so dumb. Okay, I'll have to do this quick before the guy stops coughing. Okay, let's see what we have here. All I see is rotting food and raggedy old clothes. Maybe I can use the clothes as a bandage. Small wallet with a lot of bank cards. The hell am I gonna do with that? Plastic money. Credit card. It's what's left of a burnt and warped credit card. Can't be used in this condition. Assuming anyone could find an ATM still standing. Let's see if I can get into the car that way. Not a chance. Yeah, it's not locked. It's sealed shut with rust. Yeah. I'm gonna head back inside. Maybe I can get Rod to open the wardrobe. First unlock the door using the card. Rod used a bolt to lock it, right. No! Why am I bothering going, like, that route? Let's see if I can do this. Yeah, when I can just try to use it to open this. Yeah, it worked! Yeah! It's totally destroyed. Like, what, did it disintegrate? It's already warped and damaged. I don't know. Okay, so we have a bottle of alcohol. That's going to be really handy in dealing with this wound. A pillowcase, which I'm assuming I can use as a bandage, and a notebook. And shoes! Shoes! No, wait, didn't want to do that. Open it. Want to get the shoes. Not yet. I appreciate Rod's hospitality, but those old shoes don't look clean. In a few hours, the wound in my foot would get pretty nasty. Okay, so I guess I'll deal with my foot first, and then put the shoes on. Okay, so we have a bottle of alcohol, pillowcase, and a notebook. It looks like there's a needle and some thread coming out of the notebook, unless that's a pen. It's an old accounting notebook. Really deteriorated. The pen is hanging from it attached to a moldy string. Am I gonna have to fucking stitch myself up with that? I should probably disinfect this first, so... High-proof whiskey, probably a sought-after commodity in these hard times. Jeez, that's Bleak. Guess even he needs an escape from his problems from time to time. Can I just use this on my foot? No. Drinky drinky? Nope. What if I try to bandage myself first? Or actually, wait, what if I combine all this stuff? Can I do that? It'd just end up being a big alcohol-soaked pillowcase. Don't want that. There aren't so many things you can do with a pillowcase, but that's definitely... no. What about whiskey and notebook? Why would I want to do that? Okay. So, what am I doing here? Right. I can't use items on myself. Can't use it on the lantern because it'll catch fire. What about the old shoes? It's not gonna fit in Rod's shoes. Locked door. Oh, shit. What am I doing here? Oh, wait. Let's see how sharp... I'm gonna tear this into rags. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now I'll soak the rags, the bandages, in whiskey. Use a little alcohol. Yes, now I can disinfect my wounded foot. No, I still can't use items on myself. Can't use them on the lantern. What about the shoes, I guess? That's gonna be really dumb if that were... I'll bandage my foot first. I hope the alcohol does the trick. And then I'll put the shoes on afterwards. It's really weird that you have to use the alcohol-soaked bandages on the shoes in order for him to bandage his foot and then put the shoes on. Wish you could kind of just use the item on yourself. That would make a lot more sense. Coward from this hellhole? Touch my shit. Oh, he noticed the lid. He was suffocating. I'll go check. Okay, Rod's coming out. Looks like a poor drunk who's always prowling around the trailer. Don't you ever say that again, Rod. Who? Didn't quite expect it to be... I mean, I didn't think it was that bad of a thing to say. That old drunk. Whoa, what the fuck is with this music again? Oh yeah, Colin's totally biting the dust. He is one of the dissolved. What? This music is bullshit. Also, yeah, that's his wife who's taking care of me in the very beginning. Shouldn't have acted that way. It's not my way, but this new world only... just can't see little Colin suffering like this. Should stay away from this room because it's probably contagious. It's absurd to try and hide it from you. You'll end up finding out either way. Colin is very sick. And the authorities assure us his illness is highly contagious. Yeah. Is he dissolved? Yes, he is. For God's sake, I will not allow you to use that word in this house. So, it's become something of a slur, then. God, I remember the old guy now talking about hallucinations or something. What exactly does this illness consist of? So, Michael's probably also already carrying the disease. We have the obligation to turn them into cleaning brigades, but nobody's come back after being hauled off. Why can't we give Colin to them? So how have the moles not found... Yeah, the trances, that's what I was thinking of. How have the moles not found out about Colin and reported him? I mean, he's been spotted running around the camp, and then he's just all of a sudden nowhere to be found. Nobody's found out that he's ill. What kind of things happen around those with the illness? Maybe Michael's... The virus originated with him, like he's the outbreak monkey. Colin told us he'd spoken with his grandparents. What's the problem? Do they not live here? They died months ago. So he's communicating with the dead. They were victims of the Great Wave. It's not his imagination. Colin now knows things about our family that I could barely remember. It's been going on for weeks. Michael is not buying this, even though he's been having some pretty out there experiences himself. We don't know. Nobody knows what this means. The only thing we do know is the illness appeared after the disaster and that it's spreading like the plague. How big is this camp exactly? Don't call them that ever again. He just got done telling you this, Michael. The Great Wave took everything from us and left us this epidemic. Biological warfare? It left us the sick breach in the sky. Awful monstrosity in the sky with what? Have I just not noticed an opening in the sky while I was outside, or have I not seen that yet? Because Michael seems to know what I'm talking about. I can barely remember anything about the catastrophe. This thing appeared into the sky. What did they call it? Exceptional controlled turbulence in the higher points of the atmosphere. Wow, that's a lot of doublespeak. It's an enormous opening, perfectly visible at night. It's as if God decided to tear a hole in the sky and encouraged his angels to punish us through it. Or at least that's what Father Blake tells us. A priest from the camp? One day I'll be able to hear him speak. Why not right now? His words have an extraordinary power and become branded on the soul. New World Messiah figure. Probably has some sort of messianic complex. Okay. You yourself said all those with the illness are condemned to die. We can find a cure, maybe. Not all is lost. There are rumors in the camp that there's medicine, a vaccine. Apparently it's in the city. How would you know that? Sequestered away inside the refugee camp. Here's its production process. That's why it's reserved exclusively for those city residents who can pay. So the world isn't maybe as far in shambles as I thought if there are still people who can afford treatment. Like, society hasn't broken down to that level. I mean, I guess there is still an organized military in place enforcing martial law. There is some sort of hierarchical government military structure. Blankhead. Blankhead is someone with neither memory nor memories. Looks like the Great Wave had huge neuronal effects. There are people who forgot how to speak after the explosion, so Michael, okay. They forgot what food looked like and how to chew and even that they need to eat. Natural recovery process is slow. It's just a shadow, no less than that even. Or less than even. We still have some contacts on the other side. It was important. I could track down your name, personal information, and fingerprints. Really? You are fucking lying to me. You can do... This is something to do with Hunter, but I mean, you can do all that, but you can't track down the vaccine yourself? Not buying it. Yeah, plus I'll get infected. How about that? What do you have to say about that, Rod? Infection? Without our help, you'd be dead right now. Ooh, so he's playing that card with me. In fact, my wife and I keep a loaded gun in our bedroom from when Colin leaves. We keep it in a cookie jar in the other room so as not to scare him. Sun's the only thing that keeps us here in this world. What happens when he finally passes? So this is zombies, basically. He's gonna turn into a zombie. That's what the dissolved are. It's a trope of zombie fiction. Yeah, plus that's what the old man, the hobo meant. Okay. Yeah, that's Colin moaning in the other room. After playing the emotional blackmail, we saved your life, now do this thing for us card. Don't go back to appealing to my sympathy. Pick a persuasive tactic. Is that locked again? Either way, I can wander about outside. Bring a vaccine? Is he crazy? I can barely remember who I am. Man with no past is just a shadow. Oh man, we're 37 minutes in already. We've gone way too long. Time flies. This is super interesting and really bleak. Again, I'll link to the Kickstarter. You can play the rest of the demo for yourself. Definitely check it out. This has really caught my attention in a big way. Both the art style and now the story has me too, so I'm eager to see where this is going. It's pretty interesting stuff going on. Anyway, thanks for watching everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.